Welcome everyone to the Red Lounge. I am your host Rick Redmond, and we are in week 17. Yes, the final week of this NFL season for the St. Louis Rams franchise on Madden NFL 16. So, our final game is on the road against the San Francisco 49ers, and there's not really much to play for, to be honest. I mean, we've already clinched home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So win or lose, it wouldn't matter. This is just for fun, but kind of just like going an overview of the season so far. We've seen an emerging star, Todd Gurley, beasting out runs as you saw his stats throughout the season. And Nick Foles, who I didn't think was going to play up to his standards at the first half of the season, has now been on a tear ever since he got that 7 touchdowns against the Lions. So big props to him. But to be honest, this is just for fun. We're just going to play. We're not going to show too many highlights, although I did want to try to get a fake punt with John Hecker and see if we can actually get the up pass completed by him. And no, first attempt is no good. Because like I said, we might as well just play around a little bit, you know, because I never did a fake punt with the Rams. And I know the Rams and John Hecker are used to doing that at least throughout the season. But Niners offense couldn't really get going. They got Kaepernick at quarterback, and we get a sack with Chris Long on the next play. 3rd and 16. Look who's coming at him. This time it's Robert Quinn. So defense is stout as always, as it has been. I mean, there's always been a few lapses here and there in terms of like pass coverage, but the D-line and the run defense has always been great. But here we go. We got the ball out near the red zone, and we were able to get that touchdown from Foles to Bailey. So we go up 7-zip. Already heading into about 2.5 to play in the first half, and look who's back again, Robert Quinn. Nice to meet you, Kaepernick. He's got a 2nd sack of the game, so we get the ball right back with less than a minute. Half to play, and Foles throws a pick. Interesting. He throws a pick, and it's a pick 6. So, that's a tie game at 7 apiece before halftime. So maybe Foles can redeem himself after that. I mean, hey, Foles got to work out some kinks right before we get into the playoffs. And look at this throw by Foles on the run. How did he get that pass completed? Under pressure, finds Bailey right at the 14. And we would at least, well, I thought I was going to try to settle for a field goal. But hey, let's do some little trickery. And of course, the tricks never work. They're never treats at all, as we get picked off on the fake field goal. And we're tied at 7 at the half. Like I said, guys, we're just playing for fun. We just want to see if we can just like pull off some nice plays here. But here we go. Starting the second half, we got Foles play action to old reliable Jared Cook. Man, has this guy been? This guy's definitely been our #1 threat in the on our receivers. That's for sure. And at the goal line, 1 yard. You know who we got to feed to? Todd Gurley. He gets a touchdown, his 21st of the season as a rookie. This guy's been tearing it this season. And then on 3rd and 12 for the Niners, Kaepernick meets an old friend once again. It's Robert Quinn for his 3rd sack of the game. So Sack City is here in San Francisco. As you see, we get that first down with Todd Gurley nearing the 100-yard mark. Then on 3rd and goal, Foles dropping back and somehow zips that pass in to Kenny Britt. Might have to take another look at this, because that pass was really threading the needle. As you see right here, look at this, just finding a way to get that in between 2 guys. That is crazy. So now the Niners are down 2 touchdowns into the 4th quarter, and they try to go for 4th down. Look, well, Robert Quinn, he's there all the time, pretty much. And then now we get the ball 3rd and 5. And you see, I got an invite from Steve Jobs. He's coming back from the dead, apparently. And we do a screen pass, and look at this. Trey Mason gets into the action. So we get another touchdown. That's Foles' 3rd touchdown of the game as we go up. Now we're up 2 touchdowns, 24-2, less than 2 minutes to play. We're just running out the clock, but hey, why not bust out a run for Todd Gurley? We haven't seen one of those long runs from Gurley in a while, and it's nice to him to get it in there right before we hit the playoffs. I think he's ready for his first playoff game. But right before the game ends, we got to try one more fake punt, right? I mean, come on. We got to complete one. Let's complete it, and it's never works. Just never works for us. Well, what can you do? Man. So, we actually did end the season with a win on the road in the rainy San Francisco. Or, sorry, not San Francisco, Santa Clara, because they're playing in Santa Clara. But yeah, we win 35-14. And look at Johnny Hecker. Hey, trying to, maybe he's giving tips to Kaepernick, even though technically Hecker threw more picks. But hey, Kaepernick, it's not like he was playing any better either. Anyways though, so we finished the season at 14-2 at the top of the NFL, but we can't take any teams lightly come playoff time. We gotta come laser focused and not let our record deceive us. So we're gonna take a look at some awards here. You saw Aaron Rodgers win MVP, so no shocker there. Jeff Fisher wins Coach of the Year, unlike in real life where he could be losing his job, but we'll talk about that in another time. And Todd Gurley wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, so congrats to him. But let's go to center stage and take a look at the wild card matches for the playoffs. So we got the Broncos at the Colts, the Redskins at the Packers, the Browns at the Ravens, and the last one is the Seahawks at the Eagles. So we're actually going to sim these matches right now to see who comes out in wild card weekend. So here we go, and let's see what the scores are. And oh, look at this here. So Peyton Manning and the Broncos, he returns to Indianapolis and blows them out 41-13. Packers squeak by the Redskins 38-35. And what? Are you serious? Cleveland wins a playoff game against the Baltimore Ravens on the road 24-17. What is this? I don't know, maybe it's Johnny Football magic, who knows. But anyways, the last game of the wildcard weekend, the Seattle Seahawks go into the city of brotherly love and beat the Eagles 45-35. So now we're going to find out who we're going to play next week in the divisional round. And oh my goodness, look who it is. Our old division rivals, the Seattle Seahawks. Wow, I just had this feeling we were going to play them somehow in the playoffs. So next week in the divisional round, we're going to be taking on the Seahawks at home. And you know how tough those pesky Seahawks are. You know what the combined point total was for our 2 games in the regular season? 4 points. Just 4 points. So we'll find out next week if we can advance. Until next time, this is Rick Redmond signing out.